now and get it out to Chief Meteorologist Tara Lane in Asheville, where it's looking nice and sunny on a pretty day there as the recovery efforts are in full swing.
Yes, Brian, I'm here at the Biltmore Village area, which you've probably seen, so many of you out there, the pictures and video of all the damage that was done here in the Biltmore area. And still, obviously, lots of roads and side roads here blocked off to allow for all this cleanup to continue. You can see maybe some of the crews and people walking around behind me. There's still just caked mud, and they're doing some pressure washing currently to some of those buildings and shops behind me. Yes, beautiful weather to allow for that work outside here today as well. We have a nice breeze, and temperatures are still on the warm side for this time of the year. We're kind of hovering around 70 degrees here in this part of Buncombe County and the Asheville area. I want to show you a look at this graphic here that we put together, and I mean, sadly, Asheville is no stranger to devastating flooding. We look back here at all of these 3 other flood events that caused devastation here, not of the magnitude, of course, that we saw from Helene and the predecessor rain event with 2 to 3 days of heavy rain leading up to it. But back in 1916, over 100 years ago, the Great Flood, 1940, they had the second Great Flood in this area, which caused lots of damage here in the Biltmore Village, which is standing at that time. And then back in 2004, the tropical systems Francis and Ivan also leading to some of that flooding. But again, here today, the cleanup recovery continues. And of course, Maureen Wirtz and Alicia Barnes, we're going to be telling the stories of all the hope and resilience that has come out of this situation taking place out here today. Right now, 71 degrees in Asheville with a south-southwest wind, but we've had the breezes picking up, some occasional gusts around 15 to 20 miles per hour or so. Up in the higher elevations north of Asheville, we've got those mid and upper 60s, and look at that, around 80 there to the east of Charlotte. High pressure is still in main control, but we do have a cold front on the way that will not deliver any rain for Halloween tomorrow. Trick-or-treating, it's still going to be warm though, 77 degrees in the afternoon and dry under that partly cloudy sky. I'm calling the trick-or-treating forecast mostly spooky. Just a few scattered clouds around, and look at that temperature, 72 degrees. Now, the Halloween setup, notice we do have that cold front back off to the west. It's going to lead to some strong, even severe storms over sections of, say, Missouri, down through Arkansas, parts of the deep south into Louisiana. We will not get that, but we will get the possibility of a little bit of spotty rain. Again, not so for tomorrow yet, but by Friday morning, the front is approaching, and you can see some of that green starting to appear on the map as we roll through Friday morning. But it's really just a couple of light scattered showers are possible anywhere from the mountains through the foothills and through the Piedmont before all of that pushes east. And so for the Charlotte FC Orlando City match, if you're going to that Friday evening, it does look dry with temperatures backing off into the 60s, and the mountain forecast for trick-or-treating tomorrow still looking dry up there, 66 degrees. And behind the cold front, not a major cool down. We're only going to be ending up a couple of degrees cooler than we are right now. And tomorrow morning, waking up to 50s to around 60, so it's nothing terribly cold. And then back in the 60s in the mountains, we will go with those high 70s to lower 80s. Lots of orange on that temperature map for Halloween coming up tomorrow. There's those couple of spotty shower chances there Friday into early Saturday. Don't forget to turn those clocks back 1 hour before bed Saturday night. Panthers game on Sunday looking pretty good. And again, after that 80 on Friday, only just back in the low to mid 70s for the weekend.